This episode of the Community Workbench podcast is brought to you by yours truly, Matt Norn of Remax Belt Park. For all of your real estate needs, call me 860-428-6534. Your dreams are my job. Welcome to the Community Workbench. This is Matt Norn and Kyle Morrissey. We are your hosts of the number one podcast in my basement. At the bench, we try to repair the sense of community. So every week, we bring you small businesses, entrepreneurs, community leaders, charities, and pretty much whoever we feel like talking to. And this week, we have the pleasure of bringing you the Quiet Corner Winery
Vintner.
Vintner. The Rude Dog Boxing had to cancel. They're in Vegas for a fight or something. They ended up in Vegas.
Something like that.
So what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, I guess, because we will never know.
So I'm the consolation prize.
Actually, I think if we had
Happy to have you, Dave.
yes, very happy to have you. And it's awesome because we were hanging out this weekend and we got to have a full tour of your winery. And your winery's going through some upgrades already.
Definitely is going through some upgrades. Just got a automated bottling line that I got to assemble and put together, which will be quite interesting.
The instructions from IKEA.
Yes. They're missing a few screws.
What is the deal with that? Because I've never built anything from IKEA.
Oh, it's
is
just
it like bad instructions? Is that
it's,
why people
it's
say
just
that?
cheap stuff.
No, it's,
Oh,
it's,
I knew
it's
it
good.
was-
Actually, the customer service, we just bought a unit for my daughter for doing all our markers and
Yeah.
brands, and there was a piece that was broken. Within 24 hours, my wife called. It drop shipped the next day,
Oh well.
and it was like, oh wow, okay. And they even gave us two of the parts because they weren't sure which one.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to at least go to a store once. It's
An IKEA store.
sweet. Yeah, they're Swedish, right?
The Swedish meatballs are awesome.
Yep.
So they really do just have Swedish meatballs
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they're not
free.
free.
They're-
It's a
yeah.
cafeteria.
Cafeteria.
oh, okay.
They have like cinnamon buns. They have a bunch of stuff.
Is it all Swedish or just the meatballs? We don't know.
It's a Swedish company.
Yeah, the Swedish company.
Well, I didn't know if like all the cuisine there was.
You could
Yeah.
call them Swedish cinnamon rolls. I don't know if they are.
Yeah. They have ice cream too.
Yeah.
which is-
Gotcha. So your winery has been up and running for how long again?
So we opened up May 18th last year. Throughout the year, started doing expansion. By September, we started doing live music. I didn't want to start with live music because I was like, well, I don't know if anyone's going to show up. And then people were like, you should have music. So in September, October, we had live music. Stayed open until December 21st. Just on the Sundays through December, people were buying stuff for holidays.
Yeah.
And then we shut down for the really wonderful snow and just reopened February 28th. And we're open every Saturday, Sunday. We got music speckled in March and April. From May until October, we have music every weekend. And about 60% of the time, we have food trucks going to be there.
Nice. Now I was a little surprised. Your room, I don't know how many tables it was, but it's a pretty big room to have for wine tasting and what like all the tables. You
So right
really
now,
go there and hang.
we have basically one space, but it's kind of divided. So you could have a private party for up to 24 people on one side. In general, if you count all the chairs, we can seat 32 people inside the tasting room, and that's with a musician playing inside. Summertime, picnic tables, we got probably 10 to 15 picnic tables I got from a carpenter in Chaplin.
Nice. That's
Cool.
awesome. And when's your first show? Like first like with
The 28th.
it is that was your first tasting. You had people there too? You
Yeah.
had like a
Yeah.
live performance?
Yeah,
Oh,
we had,
okay.
so just on quietcornerwinery.com, you go to check out our calendar. I actually just posted that. Has all the dates of musicians. March and April are a little light because I wasn't planning on necessarily opening so early. But people are like, when are you going to open? When are you going to open? I'm like,
Nice.
okay, let me go open. Because outside of the Fire and Ice event last weekend, there's not really a lot of stuff to do in the wintertime. So let's have a place local to go, hang out, listen to some live music, bring some food, or you can buy a little charcuterie board that we have in the fridge.
Nice, nice. And so you you sold a good amount of wine. I don't know if you want to go over the exact numbers, but like in your first year,
Well, in the first year,
I was like,
sold about 60% of the wine I made, which
Okay.
I was more shocked because it was also like, let me make a bunch of different things to see what people like, and then they liked them all. And I was like, oh, well, that's a good thing. But in the first year, I got 10 awards for wines we made, or me, myself, and either at the American Wine Society, Finger Lakes, the Biggie, or just recently the San Francisco Chronicle wine competition. So I wanted to take wine I'm making here in Little Connecticut and ship it to California and see what the big boys think. And I came back with 1 silver for my Chardonnay and 3 bronze medals for 3 of the other wines.
Wow.
wow. And I saw those displayed up there, or you had one.
I have a nice, pretty shelf now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I got
That's
awesome
awesome.
stickers I could put on from San Francisco. Everybody else actually sends you a medal.
Oh.
Okay. What'd you bring for us?
So one of the things that we bottled in late November, December, which a lot of people haven't had, is in a blue bottle. It's a dry Riesling. It's called Latitude. The little story on it is like you never know which latitude you're going to be living on. And when I was 18, 19, 20, I was stationed in Germany, and I lived in the Rhineland Pfalz, and I got to go make Riesling, help the farmers cut grapes and kind of see the process. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just being kind of a helper. But I was like, wow. Back then, I saw how Riesling was made. Now I'm making a dry Riesling in Hampton, Connecticut, which everyone that drinks it's like that likes dry wines is like, wow, this is awesome.
What makes it dry?
Yeast. That's what yeast does. When you put yeast in grapes, and it basically eats all the sugar.
Oh, okay.
Eats all the sugar.
So if you put more in, it's drier.
No, it's once the sugar's gone, it's just done.
Oh, so there is a point where you can't get any more dry.
Yeah, so it's basically you start at a certain level. It's basically you got 2 different scales, but the scale I use is Brix, BRIX.
Mm-hmm.
So this started at like a 1920 brick of how much sugar content is in the must, and then I brought it down to negative 0.5. So it's basically very dry, but because I ferment at a low temperature, it's very fruit forward. So you're gonna smell green apple if you take it. You'll definitely smell green apple in it, or pear.
Yeah.
To me, that's so smooth.
But you've zapped all the sugar out of it?
And I just had everything tested, like officially tested, not just like Dave's doing it in a closet. But
We trust it.
all my wines have come back 0 sugar per serving. Well, not zero.
Is that the goal?
Not 0 sugar per serving, but zero. I can advertise as 0 sugar wines because they meet the federal standards of less than 0.5 grams per serving, and they're at like either two. The highest one was at 2.8 grams of sugar per serving, which is below the federal mandate.
Oh, okay.
Because people's like, oh, I get a hangover, I get headaches or whatever. And a lot of times the wines are the sugar. It's a sugar withdrawal in your body that gives you the hangover.
And I tested the theory Saturday night. Thank you. We, Kyle and Sarah and my wife and I, all went to Dave's for dinner. I got to meet his wife and daughter, and man, what a good time.
Yeah, it was a very good time.
Yeah. And we just kept opening bottles of wine. And we got to try a few that were in the basement that he's kind of letting them age.
So when when you go from home winemaker to commercial, anything you bottled in the past, you can't pull forward into your commercial winery.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I have a couple hundred bottles of wine that are from home winemaking days, just sitting there aging. And I was like, okay. And one of the bottles I brought up was that Petite Syrah that
Yeah.
is over 3 years old, which isn't old, but respective. It's like it wasn't just bottled yesterday type thing. And the flavor was just amazing. I mean, I was like, it wasn't because it was the last bottle we had out of, but it was so smooth and balanced. And even when so one of the things I wanted to do was introduce the Riesling to you guys, but on the Nebbiolo, I have two different vintages. I have the 2024 vintage, which is commercial, but I also have a 2023 that was home winemaker mode, and I wanted you guys to taste the difference and see what you guys thought.
And basically, the only difference between
Time.
when you were making it at home versus commercial is paperwork, right?
Yes.
Basically, you got permitted and went
Correct.
legit paperwork wise.
Because as a home winemaker, you're allowed 100 gallons per adult in your household,
That's an insane amount.
which is
Just enough.
1 gallon equals to 5 bottles of wine. So so you and your wife could have 1,000 bottles of wine in your house that you're allowed to make every year.
Wow.
You can gift it.
That's true.
Yeah, you could.
I actually know people that do that. They make wine and then they put their own like home winemaker label on it and then they just gift them out.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, if it's a hobby, which this started as
Yeah.
for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how you didn't have labels on them. And we put the tape on because I took the cork out. We wanted to make sure we remembered which bottle was which. But
What's that one?
when you go, yeah, what's the one with the R?
The R.
Yeah.
Did you
I know
infer that different?
There wasn't an R.
incorrectly?
That's not an R?
That's an A. That's an A.
Oh, it's an A.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you that.
That's a Nirodavla. Avda. Well, she got a Malbec and Nebbiolo and a Nero. So I was like, M, N, N. I was like, I needed to grab a different letter.
Right.
That's funny.
So some of the cool stuff that we're doing this in March and then in May, there's me and two buddies that were going out to White Sands, New Mexico to do the Baton Death March memorial. Unfortunately, the last survivor of the Baton Death March from World War II passed away a few weeks ago.
Oh.
He was there last year as an honorary member and got on the plane we were all leaving on. So it was cool to see someone, but the weekend of March 21st, anybody that comes into the winery, taking a percentage of proceeds and donating to Wounded Warrior Project, because we're doing something for the military memorial type thing. So as a veteran owned, I want to make sure that's there.
That's awesome. And you're also doing the march yourself?
Oh yeah, unfortunately, I'm doing 26.4 miles in the desert.
Wow.
So
running or marching?
this
Or-
body does not run.
Okay.
So I will be walking with my.
How
a
much
good-
sand do you accumulate in your boots?
Well, there's 3 years ago I did it, and there was a 10-kilometer or 6-mile uphill, which about mile 5 I was like, this sucks. And then I was like, I got to the top, and then you zigzag through the desert, and they make sure the desert's not flat.
Yeah.
So you're walking on. It's supposed to be an arduous hike to kind of make you feel what just a glimpse of what the people that went through the Baton Death March struggled through.
Okay.
So it's not supposed to be, because at mile 20 you went into beach sand for 2 miles,
Oh, jeez.
and it was like, oh, this is fun. So it's just like, oh yes, I'm at 6 miles to go, and you're like, oh, this is wonderful. At mile 22, they had a basically like a med check thing. The amount of people that took their boots off at mile 22. I'm like, there is no way. I got 4.4 miles to go.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am not taking my boots off
Oh.
because they will never go back on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's but yeah, I just want to be able to give back to any of the veterans that are struggling with just going from military to civilian life. It is a challenge. And then in May 16th, Hampton Quiet Corner Winery is sponsoring the first Alzheimer 5K in Hampton.
Oh,
nice.
cool.
So my goal is to get 250 participants for that. So
Are you going to hand out wine as people run by, like the water guy?
at the end, you can get a glass of wine if you're over 21. But it will be
better not be dry.
but it will be but yeah, I wanted to just bring something to the community that we're building. So the first year is May 16th for the Alzheimer 5K.
Where does that start? Where do they run it?
It's going to start in the town hall, go down basically 97 for about a mile, and then take a left off into the side roads, and then come back down and finish at the town hall. We're gonna have fire department's gonna be there serving up burgers and dogs and stuff to raise money for the firehouse, and I'm working on getting some other support from like local people in town that have shops and stuff, so it's more of like an event.
Yeah.
But first year of anything,
Yeah.
It's going to be small. Yeah,
it's gonna.
that's
but
fine.
my goal is 250 people.
Yeah.
How many do you have right now?
Small.
3.
Are they sitting right here?
No, I have a bunch of people that are interested. Haven't signed up because I haven't started actually advertising. This is actually the first public time I've said it.
Oh, you
right.
heard it here.
Yeah.
But I will be advertising heavily. Through the chamber. I was offered to get on the radio to talk about it as well. So chamber's a good place to network. That's where we all met.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's awesome. I feel like these things kind of always start off slow and then they just naturally build, you know.
I mean, everybody likes running, so. I mean, look at the Christmas one. Sarah did that one at Roseland. That started small and it's gigantic now.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well, the Goodwin Forest,
yeah,
that's big now
Yeah.
too. And
people just love
Don't
running
even-
5Ks. They just, you know,
Yeah.
I don't even know about the good one. That's a 5K.
that's the
or trail
following.
ride?
That's the following weekend.
Okay.
No, that's like a
it's 11,
11 or
something like that.
weird.
Oh,
It
Yeah.
might be a half marathon.
Yeah.
Or 10K. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Putnam has the 5K for
Just-
St. Patrick's
Well,
Yeah.
they have something.
coming up.
There was a sign that said road race this weekend.
Oh, it probably is.
It is. It's March. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
More of like a 1K kind of guy.
Yeah. Well, it ends kind of.
There will be a 1 miler for you too. I'm gonna do a
1 miler for the kids.
a 5K. Well, I mean, I can't expect my daughter to, but she'll want to
Part of it,
participate because her Mima passed away from Alzheimer's. So that's kind of my wife's sisters were able to do the Alzheimer walks in Cincinnati.
Yep.
Where they're from.
Wow.
And I was like, well, let me be romantic. No. And I was like, let me figure out something we can do up here. And I was like, why not just do one in town? I talked to the Board of Selectmen, and they're like, this is awesome. We need more stuff like this in town.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is cool. Yeah. We'll keep plugging it too on here. So we'll.
You have a date for that?
Yeah, May 16th,
May 16th.
9 a.m.
Nice.
Then roll over to the winery for food trucks.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. You can have it next year. You can have it end at the winery.
Well, I've tried to figure that one out.
Yeah. Do you have a route picked out already?
Yeah, we have a route, and it doesn't go because ideally the route would be awesome to go by the winery and everything like that, but that's like okay, we're doing a 10K
Yeah.
because
Yeah, you're trying to get
And
Main Street over.
and that's like downhill there and uphill back,
yeah,
right?
and it's because you could go past the Sugar Shack
Yeah.
because May 21st or March 21st is the Hampton Maple Syrup Fest
Oh, wow.
Oh, didn't even
down
know
on
that was
Kings
a thing.
Highway, and it's the 14th year they've done it. Last year they had party buses show up.
Wow.
They're like, okay.
Huh.
But yeah, because I'm doing a Baton Death March. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where's the Baton Death March again?
White Sands, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Flying to El Paso, where they just shut the airport down because of the drones.
Oh, there's drones now again?
No, not again, but like a few weeks ago.
Huh. Um, back to the Baton Death March. Is that simulate something? I'm sorry, excuse
No,
my
it's-
ignorance, but
yeah.
like what?
Well,
what is that about? Like, what's the story behind
there were
it?
the Japanese walked service members, civilians. There were over 10,000 people that died in the Baton Death March.
Wow.
They had to go across an island. People died just dysentery, starvation, lack of food.
Dysentery. That happened to me in Oregon Trail a lot.
So the
Well-timed joke, buddy.
I believe it was the National Guard out, or no, it was the ROTC group years ago that started. They had a project to do, and they're like, "Hey, let's start this Baton Death March for pay tribute and homage to the people that died and the survivors."
So were they relocating? Is that, or are they refugees, or?
No, they were forced marched by the Japanese.
Oh, forced march.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't relocated.
Yeah.
It was, we're moving you from camp to camp type thing.
Gotcha.
Oh wow. Okay. That
so-
makes sense.
It was, so this is an arduous basically arduous marathon. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to run it on concrete for 26 miles. I'm in the desert. It could be wicked hot. It could be cold. It could be 40-mile-an-hour winds or rain. And they've had all different climates during that. So you never know what you're gonna
get.
So 3 years ago, it was like 25 degrees in the morning. By afternoon, it was like 55, 60.
Oh.
And I was training in the snow. So I was like, ooh, I wore too many clothes. I was
Right.
cold in the morning, but I can suck it up for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what do you do? Because if you
So-
don't,
Yeah, and then you're going to carry it with
you
you.
gotta carry it.
Or if
shed
you
the
buy
clothes.
something cheap, you could just shed a layer.
Yeah, you just don't want to litter the desert.
No, but they got to have like water. Oh, I
Yeah.
guess they wouldn't have water stations.
So no, they do.
Oh, they do.
They have medics and everything, helicopters flying over, make sure that you.
Everybody's still vertical.
Yeah, they want to have a nice tribute, but they don't want people
And
getting hurt.
there had to been 6,000-7,000 people there.
Wow.
I mean, and then the next day when we're leaving the airport, everybody knew who did it because
Yeah.
we're all Hopland.
Gotcha. What else did you bring us, buddy?
So I brought you 3 varieties of old school home winemaking stuff, but I brought you the Nebbiolo. So I like Nebbiolo. Nebbiolo is an Italian grape. In Italian terms, it's either Baby Barolo or Barbaresco. If you age it for 38 months and you leave it in a bottle for another year, the Italians call it a Barolo. So you go to an Italian restaurant, you get a Barolo with your meal. You go to the package store, you pay $80 to $120 for a bottle of Barolo because the time it takes, so that barrel doesn't move for that long. This is just about 2.5 years old. And then I brought one of the home winemaker versions that's about about 3.5 years old. And I wanted you guys to taste the difference of just from a year to year. So because one of my goals is to make the wines I make at Quiet Corner Winery be released at a 30-month cycle. So I'm not rushing it. There's some like a Malbec you only put it in a barrel for 6 to 12 months, put it in a bottle for another 6 to 12 months, and you can go. But some of the other wines I'm doing, it's like you're going to a steakhouse. I want you to come to Quiet Corner Winery because you're expecting something better.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go to Arby's, go to Arby's.
Right.
I mean, so I'm okay with taking the time to value.
Yeah.
So
So when you have a 30-month rotation, that means it's 30 months before you even taste it.
I mean, I taste it during the time it's being to make sure everything's good. It
Like
hasn't-
we did.
yeah, like we did in the tanks.
Yeah. But you do it once it's in the barrel.
No, well, but I do it in the tanks, and I taste the juice before I taste the juice or the must or whatever I'm doing. So when I was pressing my Petite Sirah grapes out of my press, I put my glass under there, and I'm like, I don't even want to put this in a barrel. I mean, it just tasted so good right then. But I'm like, I know it's got to take more time.
If you're pressing it, then there's not even fermentation yet. Right?
No, I fermented everything, punched down. So I got grapes from Susan Valley this year or last year because they were rated the #1 wine region in the country. So I got Petite Sirah and Cab Sauvignon 169 grapes from Susan Valley, and then I got Cab from Lodi. Because there's different kinds of cabs. You got table wine, then you got I'm gonna age stuff for 3 years type thing, and you can see the richness in the wines.
Yeah.
So just want to give people. So I want you guys to taste this, and we'll try the other one and see if you can see if there's a difference.
This is the one. This is 2024.
Yeah.
So smooth.
So good.
Remember that problem we had the other night?
Yeah.
I have 5 bottles. For
You say problem. I
I was
still
gonna
just
say,
drink.
I didn't have a problem.
No.
I mean, just because we
No, I was
went
just
through
like,
so much of it.
No, it had
I have.
carbonate, almost carbonation.
It's
Oh, the one that we pulled out of the tap.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
some of the bottles. I don't treat them necessarily well when I'm going like around the tastings because they bounce around in the truck and they're not like sitting in a rack.
Yeah.
Climate controlled. Sometimes they get like 90
You do
degrees.
tastings on the road?
If I have to go to a package store
Oh.
and they want to, or I go to a restaurant and they want to take like, hey,
Oh.
would you be willing to carry this?
Yeah.
So the Ishmore in Colchester is my first restaurant pub. It's an Irish pub that's actually carrying our Cape Whisper Sauvignon Blanc. Got a bronze medal at the California Chronicle or San Francisco Chronicle wine competition.
I think we found the next location of or the location of our next hangout. That sounds awesome. Yeah, that's delicious.
So this is a year earlier.
I don't.
You know, so I was finding wine doesn't go bad. You know, I say doesn't go bad, but like as it ages, it's just like, oh, this is an extra year vintage.
There's things with wine if you
Well, I know you were concerned about.
no, there's things with wine. You get cork taint. So I'm gonna take those corks with me.
Sure.
Not. I just want to compare and like, guys, what do we need? Because as I haven't been doing this forever,
Yeah.
I want to make sure I get a good cork that lasts. Because there are different corks that, hey, this is a cork for a 2 to 3 year old bottle of wine. So like you use them for whites because white shouldn't be around that long.
Wow. That almost tasted a little bubblier. Right on the.
There's
tip of the
actually a
tongue.
little bit of bite on that one.
Yeah.
So this one,
I'm
year.
gonna say bubbly.
You don't get that right on the tip of your tongue, kind of like almost like it wants to be carbonated.
No,
That's
No,
to me.
I think it's a little more. It's a little.
more tart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I say bitter, but yeah, tart. Yeah,
Yeah, it's got a little tart on the front end.
I don't think you've
I'm not saying it's-
graduated to the
I'm not
next
saying
level
it's-
of wine tasting.
Yeah. So to me, it's
I
gives it a slightly different texture, is what I'm trying to explain. But maybe
I do. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
you know what I mean.
it's more bitey.
Yeah.
Like I won't say you can chew it, but it's
No, but yeah, and that's just from the age.
I like it better.
well, that's
Do you like it better?
Ah,
Is that wrong for me to say?
no, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the thing is
I think the other one's smoother.
so there is also differences because I actually know how to process wine now.
Well, I mean,
Because this was like, what am I doing?
we're more than okay drinking the
No.
wine you didn't know how to process it.
But it was just like, what am I doing? I mean,
Yeah.
And like my Pinot Noir was, I filtered it, went through a filtration before I bottled, and I had a few people try it out of the barrel, and they're like, "This is harsh." And then I ran through filtration, and they're like, "Wow, this is awesome," because it removes some of the heavier
You
tan.
didn't have a Pinot Noir, did you though?
I have one in the winery.
Oh, I didn't see it.
So it was so filtering removes some of the tannins and
Yeah.
and softens the wine.
Mm.
So
Is that like aerating it too? When they put
No,
it through the aerators?
no, it just takes out like the bigger, um, tannin. Basically, the bigger. I won't say chunks, but the bigger tannin.
Yeah.
just-
Oh, I know what the tannins are now, but like when you filter it, is it like a cheesecloth? Is
No,
it like
it's I have
open
a
web? Is it?
The very first time I filtered Malbec was with coffee filters. I'll never do that again. No, I
It
have.
must have been
I have-
slow, right?
It took a long time. My wife watched me for 20 minutes and went to bed. No, I have a 20 plate filter. So basically, there are these like almost 10 by 10 filters. You soak, get wet, run hot water through, sterilize everything, and then you push the wine through, and it basically takes out what you want. There's 3 levels of filters. I use the middle one on the reds usually. The whites use a sterile filter to pulls out any additional yeast, so that there's no secondary fermentation in any of the bottles.
So did that not happen for the older?
That
one?
didn't happen on the
Okay.
because it's kind of like you want that smoothness, because some people are
Yeah.
but there's a couple that I didn't filter at all. The Carbonera last year I just bottled, and I got a silver medal at the American Wine Society. I was like, huh.
It seems so subjective, like
Yeah.
these
Well-
sommeliers that
Well,
do these.
you go to the competition, and it's typically at least 3 people try the same.
Okay.
So it's not just like, oh, I hate peach, and somebody gives me something
Yeah.
that has a peach flavor to it. I'm not gonna. Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting.
Were you being serious, or
No, I'm serious. There are.
you don't like peach? I'm just asking.
I don't. I had something happen when I was in Iraq, and I don't eat peaches anymore.
Okay.
That's fair.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I miss peach cobbler. I really do, because I used to love it.
Yeah. I don't know. This is really good though.
Yeah. It's smooth.
Mm.
Do you have a Malbec right now?
Yeah.
No, that's
No, I sold out of it last year because I didn't.
because it's awesome.
Well, it's kind of one of these things. Is like, my wife asked me, she's like, "Who's gonna buy your wine?" I'm like, "I don't know." So hopefully somebody likes it.
Yeah.
And then I my first competition, I sent some stuff up to the Big E. I was like, "Oh, cool, we got an award."
Yeah.
But it was like, what do I do with that? And then so I advertised about it, but people came in, and I started off with 4 wines. Now we have 14 different varieties that you can choose from.
Nice.
But it also gives me more time, because I have 14 varieties and I have inventory that I can actually push out. When we talk about that 30 months, I can push out like, hey, I'm gonna leave it in a barrel a little longer if it deserves to be in a barrel.
So will you taste that at 30 months and be like, you know what, let's give it a little bit longer?
I taste it about every 6 weeks.
Dang.
Wow.
And I have people come over to taste it every 6 weeks, because when I go in the barrel room, my nose just, everything tastes like oak to me.
How do you get to be part of the 6-week club? I heard about the wine club.
Yeah.
Well, part of the 6-week club is the wine club.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
So
let's do some advertising.
I had to as you guys know, you saw Saturday how tight the quarters were,
Yeah.
because of the bottling line that got delivered. Got everything rearranged Sunday morning, with my my neighbors and stuff like that.
Yep.
And now, but one of the benefits of the wine club is to have barrel tastings, so I can get feedback from people. They're like, hey, this is where this is. What do you think?
That's a thing like
yeah.
that. Oh, no kidding.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you must keep some sort of journal, or is there a software?
There is all sorts of software,
Yeah.
and I tried to use it.
Oh, you don't like
I went back to
Paper and pen.
paper and pencil, because being a one-man band, writing everything down and I have whiteboards. I write stuff down in the process, or I just have my notebook out and I got basically my wine Bible that I'm writing everything down to take that and go spend time to put it in a computer.
Yeah, you double document.
I'm like,
Right.
this is wonderful. And
The only benefit is you can run reports.
well, the nice thing is about the reports, but you can also do your costing per bottle. And I'm like, yeah, Excel spreadsheets work great for me for now. I mean, I did try.
What are they called?
There's a company called Innovent. They're really good. They do job costing. But if you're like a bigger winery, I can assign a task to you. So you go do this task, and you log in and put it in. I can put my bottle cost, my labels, even if I buy a bag of like 500 grams of yeast, and I only use 300 grams, it'll cost out that, hey, you use 300 grams of yeast with this wine. So it breaks it down to like pennies almost. Oh, nickels and dimes. We don't do pennies anymore.
Yeah.
But it's
saving a lot of money.
But it was just that double documentation of like, I'm paying $130 a month for something I don't use.
So, was it because the computer is like in your office, and then, or would like
it's just
like a tablet and a stylus?
It's just more of logging in to something to. At first, when I was doing it in pen and paper, I'm like, there's got to be an easier way. And I'm like,
there really isn't.
The amount of check boxes to fill things out.
Oh yeah. So
versus
I definitely agree with you there. When you go to like put notes in your phone, like you have to open your phone. You have to go to the app. Like there's so many moves. Whereas if there's paper right there and a pen, you're on it right away.
I have like my big thing when I'm doing wines is balancing my pH and tartaric acid, which is the acidity and the pH. So like I've got my targets before I start fermentation. That's the biggest math I'm doing. The rest of it is how much of different things I put in based on the volume of wine I'm making. I can do that on one piece of paper.
Yeah.
And then I can look at the piece of paper from last year and go, oh, hey, these are my targets because that came out good.
Gotcha.
Versus, and because the reports weren't even like cool enough to say what exactly did I do last year, because it tracks everything in a line, and I want to see the history.
Yeah. I mean, the odds of you finding an app that does every single thing you want in the way you want it is probably rare, but
especially the way people's brains work. I mean, it's good for a big vineyard.
Yeah, and when you have multiple people looking at it across multiple spectrums. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
Because then you track everybody, but maybe I don't need people to watch what I'm doing.
Right.
You could have like generative AI that would just make your wine for you.
Stop it. We're gonna get rid of AI.
Oh, it's not going anywhere.
Come on, it was here in the 60s with Star Trek.
Oh man. So what's that? That's the Malbec?
So this is a Malbec.
All right.
So this is a Chilean Malbec.
Chilean. Oh.
So that means the grapes are from Chile. Is any part of the process different coming from? Is it like a Chilean recipe or anything like
And
that?
Malbec's the grape, right?
Yeah, Malbec's a grape.
Oh, and Malbec's French, isn't it? Isn't the
No.
word French? No.
I believe you just said Chilean.
Malbec. You can say Malbec. No, it's
That's not a French word. Okay.
No.
Ooh, that's good.
So I actually, some of the package stores have asked of like, hey, you got that Malbec? Because that's sold fast.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, I don't see a lot of Malbecs out there, like as much as you see like all the other.
Well, the main, you got your Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay has kind of fallen off the wayside, but I still made an unoaked one because just got to have it. Pinot Noir, Merlot, and Cab are your mainstream wines. And then you do have people that, I like a good Malbec. And unless you are familiar with Italians and stuff like that, because even that Carbonara I made, the Unknown, I got a silver medal. But I was like, I can't go into a package store and say, hey, would you like to have this Carbonara?
Yeah.
Because they're going to be like, no, because nobody, unless they know who the winery is, and that's why I'm trying to build a brand around Dave the winemaker, making this cool stuff. Is like, hey, I want to come over to Dave's for dinner,
I believe it's
Right.
type thing.
vintner.
Yeah, the vintner.
I gotta say, I loved going over Dave's.
Yeah.
Cheers to
Yeah.
that.
Incredible cook, incredible chef. Like it was nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is, yeah. I do notice Malbecs are typically more expensive when you go to a restaurant menu, and I don't know if it's because they're more rare. Like you said, there's just not as many out there. But I like them. They're better, I think.
What were we drinking Saturday night to start with the meal?
Everything.
No, there was one that we started with the meal, right?
Good question.
We had champagne, and then we moved to
I know we had a couple bottles we had the Notombolo,
that's what it
the
was.
Sangiovese blend.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And that's when it's multiple wine.
That's multiple wines together. So some people do a field blend, and during fermentation, before fermentation, they'll blend your Sangiovese, your Merlot, your Cab. You might throw a Syrah in there to then ferment, and it just goes.
Okay.
Then you end up with what you got. I like to take the approach of let me ferment everything independently,
Taste them all,
and then
then blend.
play with the blends to get to where I think the blend tastes the best. And I can't just taste it by myself. So it's like, hey, I'm doing a blend party, and I have 4 or 5 people come over, and we all taste different percentages, so they get the idea of what we all agree on. Hey, this one is the best.
Nice.
Wow. So it does take a village.
It does take a
think
village.
You might be selling. A wine club, Kyle and I.
That's crazy. I didn't realize. I mean, I guess you're one person, right? Wineries have multiple people maybe that can do that, but you have to have other people come over to help you.
Well, my friend Matt that works over, he's the winemaker of Cassidy Hill.
Okay.
I mean, when they do bottling days, they got 7 employees that are all doing stuff. I'm like, I got my neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh, so all those guys are their tasters.
Yeah, they're tasters. They're part of because they're the field guys. They're the staff upstairs. I mean, and I'm like one guy doing
Makes sense.
making wine. I got my neighbors helping out bottling.
Do you have paperwork for them to fill out? Is there like a journal requirement so that they kind of keep their history of what
They're trainable.
they're trying?
Oh.
It's an assembly line. They're trainable on a task.
You put this here.
I meant like when they're tasting stuff.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
to
I thought
compare
you
from
meant when they're bottling.
one vintage to another, or one.
I thought you meant when they're bottling. Yes, I have kind of a sheet, kind of like what was their feedback, but also we talk through it as
Right,
well.
right,
So
right.
it's
I
not
would
just
imagine.
because like I need to pull the Malbec probably in the next month or so. Unfortunately, the way I stacked barrels, it's on the bottom of the stack.
You were
of
showing us
Yeah,
that.
of
that's
three
what
high.
yeah.
So I get to drain a bunch of barrels, move them around, and then refill the barrels, which is not a bad thing because as the wine settles in a barrel, you get kind of the lees, the sludge that's in the bottom.
Mhm.
I can actually rinse that out, put it back in the barrel. It'll still age and do its thing.
Are there plugs on both sides? So you
No.
Can, oh, that's
No, he said he pumps it all.
no. But I meant like to get like the sludge out. You could after it's drained, you could
no,
just rinse it out. You don't have to like.
No, you take it out,
flip
flip
it.
it upside
Yeah.
down. I gotta basically put the hose to it, and I got a spinner that
Yeah.
does a 360 wash on the inside of the barrel.
Oh, okay.
But the I have a tube that I plug argon into, so it doesn't actually add oxygen. It just pressurizes the barrel
Oh my god.
and pushes it out with argon at like 3 or 4 pounds of pressure, so I don't agitate it with oxygen as it's moving.
Wow.
These are things I learn on podcasts.
Oh, yeah. And now, so that process is because you can't lift up the barrel and bring it.
Because
Somewhere?
the way you saw the
I
production
did-
area,
Yeah, because you
I
can't.
can't get a forklift in there.
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm not working out like that anymore.
Well, I mean, I can't. One of those barrels has got to weigh.
Well, 60 gallons of wine inside a barrel that probably weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah, we could barely lift the barrel.
Yeah. Wow.
Did you guys like the Malbec?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that one's
Yeah.
good.
Again, I have not had a bad wine from you. Now, is that tannins in there that I'm seeing in there?
What's the leftover legs?
Legs?
So if you get it, you know the big tall glasses you were drinking at our house?
Yeah.
If you use one of those glasses and you swirl it to see the legs come down, the time it takes the legs to go from the top to the bottom represents the alcohol content. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 12, 14 seconds, whatever, that is the alcohol content of the wine.
14% if it takes 14 seconds?
If it takes 14 seconds.
Wow.
But you gotta.
I
use,
learned that from a sommelier. So.
You gotta use.
I knew there was
that's
something about the legs.
Is there a specific size glass you have to use?
Bigger than this. Doesn't have far to go.
Yeah.
No, it's not really. It's. I mean, you're not. You could use different type, but if you use a red wine glass, you're going to get it. But it's just a matter of it. It'll take that time.
So this isn't a red wine glass?
It is.
Oh, it is.
It is. It just if you fill it up to here, you're not going to really get legs. You're like, oh, I only had.
Well, you don't fill it up to the
No, I know.
You like
Oh, let's try it. Let's
1, 2.
let's see what we got.
This one has an A on it, not an R.
This is a Nero d'Avola, so this is a Sicilian grape, unfiltered. There is a difference in the filtration. Yeah, you can see it in this too.
So you go up to the edge.
Oh, you swirl it, and you can see it. You can see the legs come down.
11%. I'm not swirling around this.
Right. Oh, yeah, don't do it over over the switcher, all the buttons. I did not get the waterproof version of the switcher.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good too. That one's. What's this one called?
This is a Nero d'Avola. It's the largest exported grape out of Sicily.
No kidding.
Um,
So it's Italian.
yeah,
Okay.
so I personally favor to old world grapes
Mm.
and flavors. Living in Europe for 9.5 years, in my late teens, early 20s, it was just like I was drawn to that. So I do make more Italian wine, or they're called American AVA because the feds won't let me actually tell you where the grapes come from. But the grapes that are grown in Italy just have a different flavor profile, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And but again, those are things that you come to the winery to get, or you're in a club to get. Because if I put a Nebbiolo in a package store, they're gonna unless you know who Quiet Corner Winery is, nobody's gonna buy it.
Okay.
They wouldn't even know what it is.
Gotcha. Or
So-
it could be like me, who just
But,
buys random
again,
things.
I'm not even a year. I'm not even a year into this, so
Yeah.
it's like, hey, 5 years from now, everybody like, oh, that guy makes some good wine, and I'm in a package store in Stanford, and they're like, we're buying that stuff.
Nice. Out of your 14 flavors, which one sold the most?
Don't believe you call them flavors, but
It's okay.
Vintages? What do we call them?
The Countess Pinot Grigio, Woodhill Sauvignon Blanc, and Notombolo, the Sangiovese blend.
Okay.
Mainly because I had more of that than I did the Malbec. So those are the top three. I just looked at the chart the other day. Pinot Grigio and the Sauvignon Blanc are down to the last case or two before I bottle again, because last year I only made a certain amount because I didn't know
Right.
yeah.
what people liked.
Yeah.
So they sold well. So I quadrupled the quantity of wine for those. So that goes back into as a one-man band.
Mm-hmm.
I needed automation.
Yeah.
Then actually I'm taking an MIT course right now for my day job for like AI technology stuff. And they're talking about robotics this week. And it was like, when I started this I was using a magic wand and filling one bottle at a time.
Oh, no kidding.
Then I went to a gravity feeder of 4 bottles at a time. And then I went to a vacuum pump of 4 bottles at a time that actually stopped when they were full. And then I went from a manual corker to an automated, semi-automatic corker where you could just put the bottle in and it corks.
Mhm.
To now I have a fully automatic bottling line that I need to hook up, but I can do anywhere from 300 to 1,300 bottles an hour.
Oh, gosh.
So the automation makes my life a little
I'd
better.
love to see the speed at 1,300
Yeah, I
bottles an
can't
hour.
wait to see this all hooked up.
I can't wait to see it all hooked up either. Like you guys, like Kyle said earlier, the first bottle going through, being done,
Yeah.
will be like a reward.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is something. And you think you'll have it all pretty well hooked up in the next week or so?
Yeah, next week I got people coming out to do their things.
As far as hooking it up,
Yeah,
doing their thing. Yeah.
so there's a company down in White Plains, Westchester, Prospero. They're the one that does all the maintenance on this stuff nationally, so they don't have far to drive.
Nice. Are they part of the manufacturer, or they're just?
They actually resell the machinery and they do the service it nationally. So before I got the stuff, I called and like, hey, I got the serial number. Can you tell me the service? They're like, well, we haven't looked at it in the last 5 years, but when we did, it was all in good condition. And I'm like, okay.
Huh.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool that they can track that and you can figure.
Well, it's like if you buy a used
Used car,
BMW,
yeah.
you can call BMW and go,
Yeah.
hey, what's a
I like Carfax.
So the equipment that you got was used, or was it just sitting in storage?
It was used
Sold?
from a winery in Vancouver that chose not to continue because of the forest fires. They had multiple years of tainting the grapes, so after they fermented the grapes, the wine actually tasted smoky.
Wow.
I feel like that would be
Surprised they didn't
good.
market that.
Yeah.
Well, I just read an article. There's one winery that they dumped all their stuff. There's another guy in California that just marketed it as a smoky wine, kind of like, and people that like bourbon or scotch.
Yeah, they probably loved it.
Yeah.
He's like, I sold out of this stuff.
Yeah. He's like, when are you gonna make more?
He's like, you know, there's forest fire. So they basically got the equipment wicked cheap for what the equipment is, and had somebody that lives in Portland that I work with go out and look at it, take pictures, and he's wicked smart. So Aaron went and kind of did a one over. Not that he makes wine, but he's just wicked smart and can kind of figure stuff out.
Mhm.
And yeah, showed up, and I unloaded it off a 53-foot trailer.
So the whole line came from them.
Yep.
Wow.
And when it got delivered, it was a little overwhelming
I bet.
because you guys saw how busy
Yeah.
the garage was the other day.
So just so people know, it was 5 of us walking out there.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was like we were single file, turning sideways,
Yeah.
walking through this place, and a lot of stuff was shrink wrapped.
Yeah.
Still, so yeah, it
So,
was.
a lot of stuff's on shrink wrapped. My lovely neighbor let me park a big portion of the the receiving line in his empty garage.
Nice.
So I was like, thank you. I'll get it in a few months. But no, in general, it's I'm looking forward to seeing that in operation, because that's just gonna be a life changer. Because even with that Riesling, I have another 1,000 bottles to bottle of that. The Cape Whisperer Sauvignon Blanc, I got another 1,000 bottles of that to bottle. And I'm just like, it takes me 4 hours to bottle 300 bottles by myself.
No, that would be a little bit over an hour for 1,000. Because you said
Yeah, but
700.
it'll probably take 2.5 hours to do all, because I'm going to turn it down to 300 bottles an hour just because I want to see. I just
Yeah.
let's do baby
Yeah,
steps.
see?
Yeah.
That still sounds.
I mean,
fast.
if I could do, so it's just more. I'm going to turn it all down to 300 bottles an hour, and just let's see
Yeah.
what the system does. And then as I have the Woodhill Sauvignon Blanc and Countess Pinot Grigio, I have close to 3,000 bottles of each of them. Let me learn the system, then I can crank up the dials, because
Yeah.
1,000 bottles is is like one pallet, maybe a little bit more. 3,000 bottles is 3 pallets. So I'm not. I only have. You saw how much space I have. It's like
Right.
abundant.
Yeah.
So now, like when it comes out of the machine is bottled, does that go on a pallet?
It'll be bottled, labeled, capsule, corked, not in that order. But and then I'll throw it back on a pallet, and I can store wine in bonded storage in Hartford at my distributor where I get all my grapes and stuff.
Really?
Because they have climate controlled warehouses that are bonded for
Oh,
winery
you
store.
don't even have to
okay.
rent it.
No, I have to rent it,
Oh.
but it's like it's inexpensive.
Hey, you gotta drive it out there and drive back.
No, I'll have their truck guy come out.
Oh, okay.
And then basically when you sell,
When I get to
you
a certain
sell on
point-
the weekend, you order.
Yeah,
and
when
bring it
I
back.
get to a certain point of like, hey, I can just go pick stuff up, or send. I just hired a distribution guy to do distribution,
Yeah.
so that one day a week he drives around package stores, tries to get in a few restaurants, etc. He could drive out and pick up
Whatever's needed.
whatever's
to
needed.
stock to-
So it's like, hey, I'm short on this. I can go do X.
Nice.
Hmm.
Wow. Is there a closer place to store that stuff? Or
There probably is, but it's like
Because you're
I
already
know, I
doing
know them. I do
yeah.
business with them. We shell out a bunch of cash to them.
yeah. So what are your goals for the year? For this year, like how many bottles you think you sell? And
My goal is to continue to make good wine.
Don't think that's gonna be a problem.
yeah, I think you got that.
I'd like to get into 4 or 5. I know I have enough volume that I can handle 4 or 5 restaurants with Pinot Grigio and Sauvignon Blanc for wine by the glass. So when someone comes in and go, "Can I have a Pinot Grigio? Can I have Sauvignon Blanc?" and they don't ask for it by name, get into the by the glass program in a restaurant, so that they're grabbing my wine first. Because if you have this wine in the restaurant, oh, this is good, and they order a second glass, they're going to go to the package store to go buy it.
Right.
And that's what it's going to take to get the volume on that side.
Gotcha. So if you're in a restaurant, are you trying to get the package stores right around that restaurant?
Yep.
Same thing, kind of, so that people can find it.
Yeah, and I've gone to a handful of restaurants, but trying to get into a restaurant is just, they have what they know, and they know what they sell to their customers, and then their price points for what they buy from the wholesalers is a little less than where I'm willing to go,
Yeah.
unless they commit to, hey, I'll try it. If it goes, we'll agree to a price.
Wow. Yeah, there's something about some of the I don't know, wholesaling industry, because we've had a couple of coffee people on, and some of the big ones will actually they'll say, okay, you rent the equipment for their, like if you go in a gas station, you see Green Mountain Coffee.
Mhm.
They have Green Mountain machines distributing the coffee in there. So like all that stuff is free as long as they're exclusively only selling Green Mountain.
Yep.
So like a small roaster can't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for them to get a wholesale spot in somewhere is very tough, because all these bigger companies will
Have all the equipment,
Have all the
and it's a
equipment.
drop in the dime for them to buy a couple coffee machines.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here's this coffee machine for free.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They waived the rental fee or whatever.
Well,
all that
years ago, I worked in Irish pubs, and I did all the contracts with our vendors, because it was when we were in Germany, and I speak German. So our jukebox and the Keno machines that they had. We got those for a rental fee, and any money that went into the jukebox, they kept X amount of it, or the other machines. So they got to, like, just like you said, they get their percentage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just a tough
You're
game.
right.
Sorry, no, I looked at. I feel like he's a little off center of this camera. That's all. I was like, when I looked
that
at
happens.
Yeah.
No, that happens.
I could slide over.
No, no,
I was like, is there something on the back of my head?
no. They're
No.
catching. We're catching the side of my head a lot,
Yeah.
and I just
You can move over too.
You're wobbly
I
after a
did
couple
that
passes.
already, but I'm up against the pole.
I see.
No.
The leg of the
Um,
You're running out of room.
so
But yeah, it's the big thing. I want to get more. It's not get more. It's just I want to. I'm passionate about the wine. I know
Yeah.
people. I know it's good. I know people like it. So it's more of getting more presence known. The Woodhill Sauvignon Blanc, it's got a cow on it. It's really pays tribute to the the Connecticut farmers, because in 1960 we had over 2,000 dairy farms. We're down to 87.
wow.
So it's like I named it after Woodhill Farm, the dairy farm in Hampton, Connecticut. So it's just kind of like if that was sitting in 10, 15 restaurants in 3 years as their Sauvignon Blanc that they pour, and everyone's familiar with it, they're going to buy that and sit at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a progressive goal of getting to distributing something I really like. And I want people to come in the winery and get to know me as a winemaker. I'm going to hire a person or two to kind of work in the winery too, because I do have a 7-year-old, so I kind of want to do dad stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I get that for sure.
Slave to the grind is one thing, but
Yeah. Woodhill Farm in Hampton. Where is that?
top of the hill in 97, going to We Like It.
That's Kevin's.
Yeah, Kevin and Alan.
Yeah. Okay.
You didn't know the name of the farm?
Nope.
Known Kevin forever. Didn't know
I have. Yeah. They're awesome, and there was a request to have him on the podcast. So
Kevin.
yeah, I don't know if he would, but
He would.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to ask him. But
Let's
yeah,
have Bud Light here.
that's true. That's true.
He does like a good Carbonara wine though.
Okay.
I joke about that every now and then with him. Like, when you said I told you I made Carbonara, and you're like, dude, I love that. I had it in Chile. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, bless you.
Wow. I was like, you like Carbonara? I'm like, cool.
That's funny.
So, but yeah, no, Kevin's great. We were dropping our kids off this morning at school because his daughter and my daughter go to the same school.
His daughter's that old already?
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe you should call him. Hey, what's going on?
No, yeah, we've been great friends with the family. My uncle is best friends with his dad, and we all kind of like the same things as far as the outdoorsy stuff and the land. I don't really advertise that hobby, but it's we all share hunting in common. So yeah, we have a lot of fun with that. And,
Yeah.
yeah, and I worked with one of the other farmers that he I don't know, they do a lot of stuff together, whether it's fixing their equipment and whatnot. So no, it would be awesome to have him on here and talk about it, because that it's a great dairy farm.
It is. No, it's it's nice that they let all their cows outside too. It's not just in concrete all day.
Yeah, it's definitely not your factory farm for
Yeah.
sure. So, and it's local, which we're all about.
Yep.
So,
Definitely.
and yeah, if he likes the wine, I'll pick up a few, plus some Bud Lights. I can't say that I love Guinness, which is a brand name as well.
Yeah.
So. It is what it is. His dad's a big vodka drinker, so he's like, "You want some water?" I love that. But all right. So now that I know that bottle's named after that farm, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know what the farm name was. Like,
No, I figured if
we'll
it
go
was
to Kevin's.
I figured if it totally sucked, Alan and Renee would at least buy a case for Christmas. But no, it pretty much sold all of everything I made last year. So like I said, I quadrupled it this year. One of the things I learned last year when I was in France, people that make champagne, they keep a percentage of their champagne from the previous vintage, and they blend it in with the following vintage. So
Okay.
Oh.
so you get the commonality of the flavors, so that they're, because most people when they drink white wine, they want it to taste the same every year.
Okay.
Red wine, you get a little flexibility because of you're aging it for longer, oak, what types of oak you're using, and it just like 2016 was a spectacular year in California for red wines, and you can taste the difference in that year's vintage than you can in other years, and it's so it's those are things like this year I'm gonna keep about 25% of the wine I made once it's done and store it till next year. So when I make Woodhill again,
Yeah.
I'm blending that in so that now I got a consistency and it's not a little different every year.
So it will be slightly different every year.
If I don't,
So
if you don't
go
blend
like-
it in, you can, because you're gonna have different climates. Weather, I mean, the
Right,
grapes
right,
are gonna.
right.
You're never gonna get two grapes that are exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's like a snowflake.
So it would take a long time to know the difference. So if you had like one that was like 8 years old, you'd be like, that might be a little bit.
It might be a little different, but it's like I've gone to other wineries that have like I know what something tastes like, and I have it 4 years later, and I'm like, this is not the same wine.
Oh, okay. Because they don't do the blending thing.
It's just they don't. They're just doing year to year to year
Right.
versus carrying, like trying to maintain a consistency.
Yeah, I'll say back in my 20s, I noticed a large difference in Sam's Summer. One year it got really lemony, and I was not impressed.
We'll let them know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think they cared, or they probably cared. They have pretty good quality beer, so they probably cared. But it was just, I don't know if that was like something that they did to market it
Yep.
more as like because
Hey, you don't like
Was-
fruity beers?
yeah, I'm not a big fruity beer guy, but yeah, it was really lemony, almost getting to that like, did you put lemonade in my beer? Like, that was kind of weird. But yeah, it's pretty. Just the whole process to me is wild.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Definitely was in shock when we walked into your garage. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. You think of like woodworker
Yeah,
hobby and
yeah.
podcasting
Yeah.
hobby. It was like, this is nothing compared to what you're doing. And
I don't think you can call it a hobby when you're selling and making that kind of money and spending that kind of money on
it's more the spending that kind
Yeah,
of
it's
money.
more the spending.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily, it's good enough where people come in. I mean, I'm grateful. I had a new wine club couple come in this weekend. Well, they weren't a wine club member until they left. But
what a great upsell.
they're like,
Yeah.
wow. So it's like they're like, what do we get? And I'm like, rattle. I'm like in my head. I'm like, what do I get in a wine club? Like, you get T-shirts.
Probably
You get
right
invited to
down the
barrel
list.
tastings. You get, and then I go to pay the bill. They go to pay the bill, and I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, you get free wine tasting. You're for joining a wine club. So it's like they're like, oh wow, we just got a bunch of cool stuff and free wine tasting. And we take 6 bottles home with us, and then every 3 months they'll get another 6 bottles.
Wow.
So it's like, but I'm not. They're like, there's not a fee. And I'm like, should there be? Maybe I'm not doing this wrong.
Well, they pay for the wine, right?
But it's more of just
You don't have an annual fee to be in your club?
no. I just want you to be more consistent. Like, hey, every 3 months, I want you to get 6 bottles.
And you just buy your 6 bottles.
Well, I basically curate what I'm going to send you, but
Yeah.
you can customize if you just say, hey, I don't want something. I want,
Yeah.
or hey, we got a party coming up. I'm gonna add 4 bottles,
Okay.
but I'm not doing anything crazy like charging people an extra $100 or $400.
Yeah, you're
Crazy.
just on
I'm
an
just
auto
like-
ship.
Just
essentially.
auto ship six bottles every 3 months. It's about 140 to 160 bucks every, and it just shows up. You know,
I didn't drink that much wine, but now I might. 6 bottles in 3 months.
It's only 2 bottles a month. That's not very
I
much.
think I could do it.
Yeah. I think you could. But it also doesn't go bad.
Right.
So,
So yeah, no, it's because I was shocked when they asked me what is the fee, and I'm like, should there be? I mean, I'm just I know what it goes into making wine, so when I go to a restaurant and I see the prices, I'm just shaking my head. I understand that when you get certain wines that have been in oak for 38 months, I can't do anything else with that space.
Yeah.
So like right now, you saw it, 30 some odd barrels
Yeah.
in a 10 by 20 space.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with that for a year and a half, 2 years type thing. So
Right.
I've lost that space.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what you pay for when you have these wineries in California, Oregon, Old World, when you're paying the 60, 70, $80 a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they gave up that space and they're paying rent and all that stuff.
Wow. Makes sense for sure. It's impressive though what you've done in such a short time.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Thanks for trying everything, coming over.
Oh, that's not a problem ever.
No, thank you for letting us try
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing I say about coffee. Is like if you're not trying the micro batches, these local roasteries, you're not trying the local wineries or even the local craft beer breweries, you're missing out because there's so much. There's so many minute differences. There's large differences. There's just so much to see, and my favorite part is meeting the people behind it. So
Yeah.
behind the wine.
Sorry, Dave, you're the only one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is amazing. So
Well, thank you
really-
for having me on.
Yeah. Hey, anytime.
Thanks for coming.
And it wasn't just because of the cancellation.
No.
We're ready to have you on. 6 bottles every 3 months. Just have our 6 bottles. Just bring them here. Sit down. Have a talk.
Then we get a progression of how the winery's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see when it warms up and see that property.
Yeah.
It was dark and snowy, so
Yeah,
but
a lot of snow.
it's gorgeous from what we saw. So
It was still kind of fun.
yeah, kind. It was fantastic.
No.
Oh,
I'm talking about go and feed the horses.
oh, that part. Yeah.
At night in the dark, in the cold. We hopped on the side by side, drove out to the horse pasture.
And I stayed warm.
Yeah.
I did too.
I wasn't that cold.
I feed him every morning.
This was Saturday night. We hit 55 during the day.
Yeah,
It
actually,
was-
Saturday was
It
beautiful.
was nice, and
Yeah, and then it was 10 this morning.
I got some cuddles with a horse. It was great.
Yeah.
I don't.
You could keep that to yourself.
She said what her name was.
Sky.
It was Sky. That's right, Sky.
He's the friendliest one.
Yeah.
I mean, the other ones are friendly. It's more of I see him every day. I'm like, he always comes up and is like, "Hey, what you doing?"
Yeah.
He is also the alpha.
Yeah.
He's the youngest, but he found his place
He
very
went up
very
in the
quickly.
Went up in the pecking order
Yeah.
right away.
He was like, "I'm not putting up with you."
Well, he came right up and definitely I couldn't just like he would back away if I put my hand out right away. So then I just left my hand there for him to smell,
Yeah.
and it took a little convincing. Like, you smell.
No, he
All right, I'll pet you a little bit, and then.
he's like, "Oh, you feed me. I like you."
Well, I didn't do any of that either.
So, yeah,
I
people,
kind of feel bad. 'Cause,
People, if you come to Quiet Corner Winery, I do not grow grapes. We grow horses and a kid.
I like that.
That's funny.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really cool. It was really cool to see a small window into your lifestyle plus the winery and everything. It was really neat. So thank you for having
Appreciate
us.
the basket you guys brought.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah.
sourdough was great.
Yeah. That was Kayla.
Kayla made the sourdough.
Oh, she made that?
Yep.
That's even
Made-
better.
She made the sourdough. She's been on a sourdough kick. I was buying it pretty consistently at Dylan Dago. That just went blank. You didn't see it.
I saw it.
Okay.
Still shows we're live.
Like
but-
we're still good. But yeah, I was buying sourdough pretty consistently, so she's like, I'm gonna try making it. Now we have a lot of homemade sourdough. We have a chocolate one upstairs, so
so good.
when we're off, I'll
Nice.
let you have a piece of
I
that.
have a friend that makes a blueberry lemon
Yeah.
in the morning.
I had I was doing sourdough for a while, and then I wanted to make more starter, so I put it in a big mason jar, but I wasn't paying attention. I put the lid on, like cranked it on,
Yeah.
Oh,
and I forgot about it. And my daughter is standing next to me, and I had to go and get the channel locks to get the lid off. There was so much pressure in there. I should have pointed it out. There's a dent in the ceiling, and then on the far, and I was standing at the center aisle. And you saw how
Yeah.
long that room was.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a dent in our door, in the door frame going to our bedroom, from
Wow.
that. And I'm like, my daughter's face was like a
Oh my
foot away
God.
from that.
Ooh, scary.
So if I had it turned a little bit, I'm
Yeah.
like, I haven't made sourdough since then.
Wow.
You're pretty busy as it is. Dave.
Yeah.
but we started making. She loves making bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of her. She's like, Daddy, can we make our favorite bread? I'm like, sure, go for it. But she does it all by herself. She's been doing it for 3 years now.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool doing those little projects with the kids and stuff. If they're willing. I have one that's willing, one that's not. So.
I'll find their way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the sourdough, I did put Dylan's sourdough crackers in the basket for
Okay.
you there. So those are good too. That's actually with the discard sourdough discard crackers.
Oh, I think there was chutney in there.
Yeah,
That was the jar.
he flavored it. It was good. I like wine. I haven't had a bad sourdough experience either.
Yeah, no,
So,
I've
you locals really know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's great.
No
So,
kidding.
yeah, and you did Two Dogs Coffee.
Yeah,
in
Two Dogs
the-
Coffee
and
and
the Loon
Blue
chocolate.
Yeah, they're from Vermont, New Hampshire.
Yeah,
Chocolate.
yeah,
I like Two Dogs Espresso.
yeah.
They have one. It's a little too acidic for me.
Yeah, I'll do that.
We talked about it too.
Yeah.
But no, I love their espresso.
Yeah, I like their espresso a lot. Yeah, there's just so many amazing flavors in the local area between wine, beer, and coffee.
What else do you need? Food.
Well, that's one.
In the restaurants, yeah.
And
yeah,
I know
mean,
you do this, but that's one of the things I think NECOG's always like trying to figure out how to get more tourism dollars up here.
Mhm.
There's not a good directory of what's up in the Quiet Corner. It's almost like we're here, but we really don't want the people west of the river coming over here, because
Well, it's quiet for a reason, too.
I know, but there are a lot of good things that are up here. You have, you brought up. I mean, you got Chubby Dog, you got Two Dog, 2 different coffee shops. You got
Mhm.
probably 6 wineries up here. You got distilleries, breweries, and you have people who are like, well, what else should we do?
Plus the restaurants.
Yeah, plus the
And then-
restaurants.
And then we have the events like Fire and Ice, and then in September, October, that's when Adam throws his
Oh,
music.
the battle of the
festival.
not battle of the band.
It's a local
Yeah,
music festival,
yeah.
basically, and he has a bunch of bands, Main Street and Danielson. So, yeah, I mean, we just it's they call it the Quiet Corner for a reason, but we're making it a little louder every day.
Yeah.
Much every podcast we got multiple podcasts now talking about it, and there's the Quiet Corner TV channel. There's Winnie. There's And there's Haunting Hour brothers, the Brown
Yeah.
Brothers Haunting
Yeah.
Hour. Amazing podcasters that especially if you like horror and folklore and different properties around the earth, I would say, but they do have a lot of podcasts on the different haunted properties in this area, stuff like that. So it's we're moving the needle a little bit at a time as
Yeah.
much as we can,
That's
and
it.
just like your 5K will eventually be, like the other 5Ks with hundreds of
People would be
lunatics
like,
that
"Hey,
like to
we
run.
want to come."
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Do you want to shout out any of the other dates? You're definitely open.
yeah, definitely open Saturdays and Sundays.
From here on out.
Yep. Until end of October, then I'll probably do Sundays again. But basically, we have go to quietcornerwinery.com, click on the calendar button, you'll see all the music that we're going to have, that we're planning on having, things like that. Again, the 21st of March, we're doing the Baton Death March. Any orders that come in online or in the tasting room that weekend, percentage of that, 10% of that goes to Wounded Warrior Project. As being a veteran, I'm kind of giving back. And then May 16th, we're doing the Quiet Corner Winery Alzheimer 5K in Hampton.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Thank you. And thank you for your service.
No, you're
Yeah.
welcome.
Awesome. Thanks for watching, everybody. The Quiet Corner family. The Quiet Corner family.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Yeah, we're the Quiet Corner family, and we're on the Community Workbench podcast. The Community Workbench podcast family is promoting the Be the One campaign. It was started by the American Legion in efforts to stop veteran suicide. If you know a veteran, call them. Be the one to check in on them. For more details, go to betheone.org. Also, please extend this to all first responders as well. The Quiet Corner Peer Support Group is a great resource for help when dealing with PTSD. There's a lot of great people trying to eradicate PTSD. So just give them a click, give them a shout out, and do what you can to let's preserve the people let's preserve our heroes as long as we possibly can. Next week, we will have Triple Nickel Fabrication. They've been rescheduled to March 9th. They are a metal fabricator, welder. They also have CNC machines, do all kinds of custom metalworks. Check them out on Facebook, and we'll see them here at 6, Monday, March 9th. As always, buy local, hire local, dine local, volunteer local, donate local, have a glass of wine at the Quiet Corner Winery, and meet Dave. Have great days.